jump into a league now. Alright, right off the bat. Well, yeah, we'll still keep it. Oh, Domain Zoo. Okay, then. Really glad I packed in the Celestial Purge in the sideboard. Now we're gonna strip away that land while we can. No, no Draco, thankfully enough. Off the skies. Probably take it 3 more damage here. What does our opponent have in hand? Okay, now the question is if we've killed this, I think. Or is it they have Stubborn to know that could kind of get us? Kind of want to just jam this Legend of Roku, though. Okay, well that also resolves. Excuse me. So next turn we could try to go Field Ruin, hit one of these lands, probably Reign of Glory most likely. See, they keep a card on top. So we can even set up next turn with Wrath the Skies too. Oh, this is a Scion of Draco. Ew. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. I mean, Legend of Roku kind of did his job here, so I'm kind of more incentivized to probably lose out on 2 of these cards. Especially if there's maybe a Lightning Bolt. Okay, Lightning Bolt to the face. Puts us down to 6. Yeah, we do lose our Legend Roku, but that's fine. Yeah. Lately, I was saying to say no. I don't think it's really necessary. You kind of have to have it in your opener, otherwise it's just kind of a dead card. Oh. They don't have any creatures to display, thankfully enough. Okay. Here we go. Here, red. Yeah. I mean, I've thought about it, but it's like if I'm really worried about like mostly like what is it? Like mostly like burn or something like that. I mean, I can always jam like Circle of Protection red again if I need to. Those are kind of like my thoughts on it, at least. Let's see, 1, 2. We can still strip away their mountain too. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it sure does. I'm gonna do both modes just to be on the safe side. Hit this. Sick. Thankfully, we have an extra mana open. It flips the Necro Dominance matchup. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. That matchup's like okay for us. We do actually pack in High Noon now, which is kind of nice for that matchup. I actually played it in the last league. That one felt like it was kind of slightly in our favor just because of playing High Noon. Here, I think High Noon is fantastic here if we can try to like deal 5 damage to somebody. I would really like to hit a Solitude or even a Johnny here. One of the reasons why I'm playing a Johnny. Luckily enough, no red mana available. Okay, Path is not great here. Ooh, speaking of which, there we go. Alright, we're just gonna go upstairs with a Johnny here to go up to 6. They would have to have like 2 more bolts at this point. Yeah, I tried it out at the RCQ last night. What was it? At Met Games. Seems like it's actually fairly good. I did play against 2 Titan matchups. I beat one of them last night. Oh, cool. We get a win there. The second one I could not beat, unfortunately. That one might have been a more experienced Titan player. Not really saying that my first opponent was like bad or anything like that, but it felt like both games just felt slightly crushed for my opponent. And then we found out in game 2 our opponent was playing a Maze of If in game 2. Did not realize that was modern legal. I didn't even think it was modern legal too, or I'm sorry, I thought it was modern legal, but someone in the crowd basically pointed out saying like, oh, that's not modern legal. But yeah, High Noon overall seems to be good. It makes our storm matchup a lot better, I would say. I think Legend Roku gets taken out here. Kind of also high on Wrath of the Skies also being taken out too, since we would have to have kind of like in that same scenario 6 mana. Opponent really just did nothing towards the very end, just a lot of burn spells there. Oh, actually, you know what? What am I thinking? We should probably keep it. Speaking of High Noons, we probably take it out for this matchup. It's not really, excuse me, it's not really a necessity. Kind of thinking about Avengers Disassembled here too. Just because we saw like Wild Mikado, but I don't know how good it might be here. Just if they have some low to the ground creatures, it seems good. We could probably take one out and still keep in Legend of Roku is another option. Problem is though, like Avengers Disassembled can just kind of get out of range here, so I think I'm probably just gonna keep the Legend of Roku here. Probably just ship it back. Leyline is really good versus Storm. Yeah, I mean that's true too. It does make our mill matchup so much better too. Well, yes and no to that too. But, I feel like mill also plays a lot of like each opponent, so Leyline seems kind of like it's medium there. Feels like mill is just kind of a straight up loss for us, even if we did back in like Leyline of Sanctity. What are we thinking with this hand? Unfortunately, these lands come into play tapped. But it does mull down to 6, though, so I guess maybe we should join them on that. Yeah, let's mulligan down here. Also not a great hand. I feel like I also want to mulligan this too. Okay, little bit better. I wish this was our starting hand. Boy, really wish this was our starting hand. Leyline Precious Mill. Well, yeah. You have to kind of time it. Like against like Archive Trap, that definitely stops us. But like things like Tasha's Hideous Laughter will. What is it? That one doesn't get around it, unfortunately, because it says each opponent. Same thing with one of the crabs. They have a lot of like each opponent, so that's why I feel like Leyline and Sanctity is kind of like I think like sure I would definitely bring it in for that matchup if I was running it. What else do we actually take out here? God, I hate having a mulligan down to 5 here, but yeah, I mean, I could potentially try it out in maybe another stream. I don't know if I'm really sold on it as much because I feel like a lot of the matchups I play is not really feels like unless I run into a lot of burn, maybe burn, mill, and storm a lot, then sure I might be incentivized to do that. I think, oh god, I don't know. Probably been this one. Of course, these lands are coming into play tapped too. Come to think about it, yeah, we're gonna try this. God, I really wish this was our starting 7 though. Yeah, so our opponent leading with that. Okay, we did draw a Rav. I'm gonna lead with Castle just in case we draw like a path or something like that. Well, what is it also too? It's like that 3 mana. What is it? Each opponent mills 14 cards. Like that's another card. Yeah, well, Burn doesn't always scoop to it. If again, I think Burn also plays some like. Well, I guess they do play a lot of like target player, but if they have a lot of creatures, uh, they can get around. They can get around that. But of course, our deck does play a lot of creature removal. I mean, in that matchup, I'm definitely bringing, or was it taking out like Wrath of Skies and whatnot. Okay, Scion of Draco. Definitely going to be good for our opponent here. Luckily enough, this is another reason why we're packing in Celestial Purge. Kind of am tempted to not fire off this Purge. Well, let's see. There's an argument to this because I feel like if they have a Force Negation, that can really get us here. But if, I feel like they're most likely to play Celestial, or what is it? Not Stubborn Denial. Jeez, I'm like all over the place tonight. So yeah, we'll lead with a Celestial Purge. Not Get Lost, because at least Get Lost can kill some creatures. Yeah, deal with this if we can. Yeah, I was gonna say if there's a Force Negation there, so be it. But Solitude Pitch, Wrath of Skies here, then be left with let's see. I think we'll just wait here. Oh, really good against Prowess too. Yeah, like Lava Dart and Lightning Bolt, of course. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll give it a shot. Okay, everyone's fetching. I feel like what is it? It's probably gonna be like some kind of blue source here. Probably like a Steam Vents. Yeah, I predicted it right. And they are shocking. Okay, red, white, probably a Ragavan. Ragavan dashed. A little annoying. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought with Mill, honestly, because like they have one of the crabs that say each. Yeah, it feels like more than half their deck is like that. I feel like 10 years ago it used to be just like target opponent. Okay, so where do we hit here probably? Because we're gonna be taking 9 damage. We definitely have to pitch the. Let's see. So they have a mountain and a plains in their deck. So I feel like if we hit the steam vents, they're gonna get a basic mountain. So Solitude, probably pitch Wrath this guys, since we could probably deal. Let's see, we're gonna take 7, go down to 7. I just don't want to get hit by Ragavan, because then we can get lost the Scion of Draco. Problem is though, then they can boost that up. Yeah, Wrath this guy is not looking too hot here. I would probably say if they didn't dash this, I would probably save it for next turn. So yeah, I guess the question is, yeah, we take out this 5 damage. That's 9. God. Yeah, get lost this, and then Adventure's Symbol can answer that. Problem is though, we're gonna go down to 4, and we could probably get killed by God, what is that? Tribal Flames. There we go. Yeah, I think we have to take out the Ragavan. Not because it's one of my least favorite cards of Magic. 7. We got down to 7. They are left with 3 cards, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of them is a Tribal Flames. Oh, God. I will say if this was a Price of Freedom, I would 100% be firing this off right now. Yeah. God. Yeah. Our starting hand here, like, before we're going to mulligan down to 5, just felt like it was so good. Yeah, I kind of just want to make them have a stubborn denial. I don't know if I want to use the get lost now, because I want them to kind of go to combat first. So I guess if we get got by a stubborn denial, so be it. Okay, so begin combat. We can try to path, and they can still have stubborn denial. All right. I mean, there's a good chance that they also have Tribal Flames. Okay, yeah, we definitely got by that. I had a feeling that there was going to be a stubborn denial, but I also, let's see, we draw. Yeah, I think we were probably going to lose that one. Sadly, yeah. This is kind of a good matchup for us overall, though. Don't know if we make any other changes. Yeah, having to deal with Ragavan's kind of annoying, but let's see. Yeah, this could be like one of those matches where Leyline Sanctity would be kind of nice, but I mean, just bringing it in just for Tribal Flames and Bolt, I mean, I guess that seems good, but their creatures can just get around that too. Okay, we'll see where our starting hand is. Okay. Decent hand. We do have an answer for Leyline in case they have it, so I guess we'll keep this. We're also trying Chandra here too. Leyline, okay. Luckily just 1. Alright, so we're just gonna do this on white, pass the turn back. Okay, there is a Ragavan, but it's not dash, thankfully. So they are playing Stubborn Denial. Do we get lost this now, I think? I mean, we can wrap this guy's later. Yeah, I'd rather just take care of this now while we have the chance. Guess if they want to spend their turn using 2 map tokens on this Ragavan, they can totally do that. Hopefully this kind of fucks up their mana base a little bit, but I highly doubt it. Chandra can buy back this Get Lost, thankfully enough. Hopefully they just got to a 1-lander too. Okay, fetch shock. They have a mountain. That's nice. So perhaps these guys will also keep these map tokens in check too. Okay, they hit us. What do they get? Field Ruin. Unfortunate. Treasure token available for Stubborn Denial at least. Alright, 2 mana. Alright, a Kavu. So that's only just a 3/3 right now. So we can take the 5 damage. We can go Chandra. If we wanted to at least block here. Red. We just have to be a little bit cautious of stubborn denial. I think we want them to kind of commit a little bit here. So yeah, we could potentially be taking even 7 damage next turn. Alright, so this will be on red, and we'll just pass back. Kind of hate having to take another hit from Ragavan here. Okay, so that'll make Kavu at least a 4/4, so that's 6 damage. They want to go in on these map tokens by all means. Alright, 6 damage. Discarding a Leyline Binding, interesting. Okay, they hit us. Hopefully it's just land Cleansing Wildfire, that's annoying. Would have liked to have used that on one of their lands. Kind of want them to just kind of overcommit here. Okay. I thought they didn't really do anything. 4 mana, or sorry, 4 cards in hand. I feel like we're going to get Stubborn Denied here, but we just kind of have to make them have it. It's going to be really good for us if this resolves. Ooh, alrighty. Love to see it. Excellent. Of course, they could do it like an end-of-turn bolt here. Doorkeeper Thrall. Okay. Thanks. Of course, I'd rather be facing that down than the 2 other creatures. Yo, it's my boy. How's it going, Brandon? Hope you're doing well. I know, I have converted to the dark side. Tribal Flames, alright. Alright. Will Chandra can at least take down, kill this Doorkeeper Thrall? I don't like having to do that, of course, but I'd rather not be at 5 and then die to another Tribal Flames. Really, I'd like to have hit that Cleansing Wildfire, but stupid Ragavan had to ruin our day. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Fuck. I should have played the Plains. Whoops. That is really gonna cost us. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I miss Flage. I I kind of don't. That card was like so one-sided. I would hate to. Well, I mean, I would definitely be playing Flage in this deck. Oh my god. Speaking of burn, our burn matchup would be fantastic. Yeah, Leyline might be. Well, yeah, Leyline would be good here. I mean, if I had it in the sideboard, I would definitely bring it in. That way, we just don't straight up die to it. Of course, we're most likely just going to die to it. I don't know. We do have one. Yeah, we really shouldn't be at 5 at this point. Of course, yeah. If their last card is Tribal Flames, we're kind of a dummy here. Okay. Dodged that, thankfully. And we drew a demo field. Of course, let's see, blue, red, green, white. So they're pretty good on mana here. I guess we still want to strip away blue mana. Yeah, they have no land, basic lands, thankfully enough. Okay, so Tribal Flame's still active. Yeah, really we should not be at, God. Yeah, really we should be at, 6 still. Oh god, yeah. They're telegraphing a, Tribal Flames here. Ah, damn it. Ah, brutal. Alright. Yeah, that really cost us. And the path, yeah, we definitely punished this one. That land coming into play really cost us the game. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, we would have been at 6. Tribal Flames put us down to at least 2. I mean, and of course, drawing this a Johnny definitely would have helped us. Or, of course, oh my god. Actually, we could have actually still won this. I guess we could have quarried here. Get a base of planes. Yeah. No. Oh well. Yeah, we lose to a good matchup, but I mean, I have lost against Domain Zoo here and there, and that was probably the first time I've lost. I've lost to it in a while. Yeah, that was kind of an unfortunate one because yeah, that land coming into play tapped. I keep thinking that like Quarry Mountain is one of those lands that comes into play tapped or untapped always because I feel like I always have like some basic planes or some planes land type coming into play. Because, yeah, 5 mana, we would have Chandra'd -2 to get lost the Doorkeeper Thrall. And we would have stayed at 6 that entire time. So Tribal Flames, even if it would have done it for the full 5, we're at 1. And then they would have to have a Bolt at that point. Yeah. I still think, I don't know, Leyline Sanctity, yeah, while it would have been really good there, I don't know. I could try it out. I don't know what you would probably take out for it is the thing. This is not a good hand, so we'll mulligan this. A little bit better. God, this would have been fantastic last game. Keep this. Probably ship away the planes here and lead with, let's see. Well, actually, we have to be careful again, because if we ship the planes, this comes into play tapped. Of course, if we name red on this and lead with this, tap land, yeah, we'll still ship away the planes. We're on the play, thankfully enough. Okay. Was I saying that? Yeah, we are going to name red. Of course, shipping away the planes does turn this off our option to have white or red. That was a Sacred Ground. Okay, this is looks like Hollowed One. Field of Ruin. Kind of a timely one there too, actually. In fact, I'd rather just play that and just go to their draw step. Because who knows, maybe they're only playing one basic or no basics. Okay, they're gonna bolt us to the face. We'll get a plains here. Especially if they're playing like Blood Moon mainboard. Street Wraith, this will take 2 damage here. See what they do on this turn, because I could just pay the full 3 just to put Kihira into our hand. They didn't burn an Inquiry, so if they had it, they would have made this thing a 5/5. Ooh, Avengers Disassembled, even better here. Holy cow. Of course, if they have more Straight Wraiths, this could kind of get out of range here. Okay, so this Quarry Mountain will definitely come into play untapped. God. Yeah, I feel like we could have won that game 1. Alright. Hit the mountain here and deal 3 damage to each creature. Kind of get our nice 2-for-1 here. Well, it resolves. Got rid of that Mako. Cool. They have another mountain. Last time I was playing against Hulled One, they were running 2 basic mountains. Could be like on 3 here. Practice offense. Alright. Well, there's a Faithless Looting. Glad we actually disassembled while we had the chance. That's going to boot Rala. Not too worried about that. Thankfully enough that it wasn't 2 of them. Glad we are doing kind of an even split of Avengers Disassemble, because we are playing 2 and 2. Hulled One. Oh, and a Vengevine? Oh, I didn't see the Vengevine. Cool. Alright. So this is going to be 4 damage coming our way. Glad this Vengevine is actually a 4/3, which can also die to Avengers Disassembled. Okay, High Noon. Yeah, this card probably going to be taken out. Well, I don't know. Actually, it's kind of good against like Faithless Looting and Baskin Rolla. Blah. Cannot speak today for some reason. Of course, the Solitude can pitch to exile one of these cards. Kind of, I don't know. Or actually, wait, I'm sorry. Price of Freedom can take this down. Oh my god. I don't know, my brain's a little bit fried from today. I just got off work. So, Price of Freedom, let's target this. Yeah, because it's also raise destroy target artifact, which does come up. Alright. I think the white is for that bird. I think I'd still want to hit their white source, even though we could draw like a demo field. So they're playing at least 3 basic mountains. They're playing 4 basic mountains. Wow. They must play against a lot of Ponza. Yeah, maybe it was just me. Like the last Ponza player I played against had like 2, and that felt like that was kind of like a winning match for us. Faithless Looting, this could be more Vengevines or Wuwalas. Okay. Another Hollowed One enters battlefield. Detective Phoenix. Okay, that would be a 6/6. Well, Rest in Peace is definitely coming in. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. High Noon doesn't seem like it's... I mean, it seems like it's decent here, honestly. Of course, it does stop them from casting multiple spells in a turn. I guess we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see what we'll do here. We'll let them bestow this creature hate the fact that it has haste. So obviously we would be dead here, but we have the Solitude. I think the best we can do here is hit the Hollowed one. Got a blocks here. Use Solitude. We could have responded to them equipping this, but then they could attack with the 2/2. So yeah, we exile the Hollowed one. As much as I would like to exile the Vengevine, the thing is we're just kind of banking on another Avengers Disassembled. Because this would give us a nice 4/1 here. I'll even take a Wrath of God. Wrath of the Skies would take out most of this board, but we're 1 mana shy to kill this Vengevine. Field of Ruin doesn't quite do it. So we'll hit the mountain. Yeah, sadly. Let's see. I guess we could have tried to exile the top card. Yeah, of course. Johnny being a little bit late to the party there. Okay. We'll definitely bring in more Avengers Disassembled. Wear and Tears only deals with the hold. Well, actually, and the and that, what is it, that Arclight Phoenix. Celestial Purge, glad we're also playing that. So Chandra will definitely be taken out. Legend of Roku. Probably take out 1 High Noon. Get Lost is also kind of a concern. Oh wait, almost forgot about Rest in Peace here. Definitely want that. Wrath of the Skies. Probably take out 2 though. A lot of it kind of seems to kind of get out of range though, because what is it? Hollowed one is 5. Yeah, it's 5 there, and it's going to be a little bit harder to kill. So I think because we also have these Avengers disassembled, they're going to be a little bit cheaper to cast. So kind of want to take them all out. And probably take out 1 Get Lost, because we don't want to give them map tokens as much. I mean, we have, I think, reasonable answers to this deck. I think it's also kind of a fair matchup for us, but again, we can also straight up lose to this. I'm not going to bring in all the Rest in Peace. I think 3 is probably good enough. I mean, there was also Faithless Looting in there too. I don't know what else I would probably want to take out here in this case. I mean, if we wanted to keep in 1 High Noon, we can. But it would stop them from casting like multiple spells in a turn. And it does stop them from casting Vengevine, so I'd rather have 2 here. So let's try this. This was kind of an idiot. I don't know if bringing Vexing Bubble might have mattered. No, I don't think it has anything that's worth bringing in. Okay, well, not a great hand. If this had a Sacred... If one of these lands was a Sacred Foundry, I would definitely keep this. But we're going to mulligan this. Once again, we have these 2 tap lands. I think we're going to keep this, though. Probably bottom that and lead with a Castle Ardenvale, since we do have a road in our hand. That's it. Opponent also mulligan down to 6. Alright. Sacred Foundry here. Shock. Mako. Okay. We also have a Solitude to pitch with this Wear and Tear. Thankfully, it's White Source. Path to Exile, we can save that for Vengevine while we can. Okay, that comes into play tapped. I don't think there's any Planeswalkers against this matchup we have to worry about. Alright, Faithless Looting, that's going to give that Mako be a 3/3. 2 Detectives, Phoenix, wow. Definitely would like to see... What is it? Definitely like to see a Rest in Peace. Okay, another Faithless Looting. I'm a little concerned if they discard 2 Vengevines here. Okay, there's a Rurala that's being discarded. So yeah, this is going to be for sure a road. go to blocks here in case they want to like street rape here. Does not look like it. So this deck's playing at least 4 basic mountains, unless I was completely oblivious and just did not see maybe a 5th one or so. But with only 3 cards in hand. Okay. Alright, Price of Freedom, we can save that for the Hollowed one. So we'll go Cleanse and Wildfire. Still want to strip them away from white sources here because, you know, they have, yeah, Hardened Academic. Looking to draw an untapped white source here. Nope. It's okay, we still have Solitude in case we need to reasonably answer this Rurala. This is also an enchantment, isn't it? Yeah, okay. It's kind of what I was thinking. One or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Gotcha. What do they discard? Oh, Vengevine. Ah, okay. I was like, why are they discarding a lot of cards here? So there is a Hollowed one, and they also have. Go. Yeah, definitely needed to have hit a rest in peace there. Go. Opponent's probably gonna win this one too. Not off to a good start if we're going 0-2 here. God, that is so good. Okay, well, I maybe thought wrong. Probably should have brought in all 4 then. Alright, counters are going on there. This also does not gain indestructible. So yeah, we'll let them go to attacks again. Still at a healthy 20, thankfully enough. So we'll be able to absorb 6 damage from this, and then we can path this. Still not looking good for us. So, because we have Wear and Tear, well, we do have Wear and Tear. God. And Wear and Tear can also be really good to deal, well, actually, come to think about it, if we target this and we draw a land, we can hit this and this. So do we take at least 1 point of damage? And if we draw the land, we can hit the Hollowed one and the Detected Phoenix. Problem is they have another one in their graveyard. But they need to have, what is it? Bestow, collect evidence 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they just need 2. So we exile this. This is 10, 11. Got down to 9. Not the same as, yeah. Problem is we have to pitch, oh god, we would have to pitch Path though. So we pitch Wear and Tear. We deal with this, Path this, then we're left with this. I guess our best out here is to go Solitude, pitch, Path to exile, kill these 2 creatures. Just hope that we draw 2 lands here, I guess. Or, I'm sorry, draw a land. Dark Empowers, thanks for the subscription, thank you. Of course, might be starting off this league 0-2 though, so I apologize for this. Might be the wrong time to subscribe. Alright. Yeah. Not ideal, but of course, getting rid of this Vengevine does still feel like it's a Path to Exile effect here. Alright, draw land. Brutal. Yeah. Unfortunately, we killed this. I mean, I guess we're not dead yet. Celestial Purge. Yeah, we have to... Yeah, dang it. Can't even Price of Freedom this right now, because then they'll be left with that Detective Phoenix, and then we take, what is it, 6, 7, and then they boost us up to 9. So sadly, I think we have to use Wear and Tear. Yeah, I was really hoping to just draw land to hit both of these, get our nice 2-for-1. Yeah, Wear and Tear definitely comes in for this matchup. I think we've played before. Denver area? Yeah. I mean, I live in Colorado. Yeah. Definitely grinding a lot of the RCQs, mostly modern, during the season, so we may have played. But I appreciate you tuning in. Oh, I just realized that this is being exposed a little bit. Now, oops, there we go. Okay, begin a combat. Of course, we could just still straight up lose to a lightning bolt here. Yeah, not really off to a good start. Right. Oops. Funny enough, we could do that. We're gonna wear this card. Not being able to draw our third land here is unfortunate here. Alright, so we'll get down to 2. I live in Denver. I know, a small world. Oh, now the basic plan shows up. Alright, so we can Celestial Purge this, but we're still dead. GG opponent. Damn. Alright. 0-2. The Domain Zoo, we definitely punted that one hard because of just that land coming into play tapped. That really like changed the course of the game there. I'm usually pretty good about, like, of course, if this had been on paper and I would have caught on to that, it's like, oh, that comes to play tapped. But of course, at an RCQ, I'm sure that would still kind of matter, because that could change the course of the match there too. I was gonna say, we probably have played before somewhere at RCQs or maybe at locals before. These days, I'm usually jamming over at like Total Escape games and Denver Central games. For RCQs, they can just be kind of wherever. We're happy to support. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, this league is not going in our favor. Of course, I've had leagues where I've just gone straight up 0-3, and by some luck, I'm sure our third round opponent will be Mill, and then we'll just drop from this league. Of course, I'm not going to call the stream early just yet. I think if we go 0-3, we can try another league. Okay. One of the better hands, at least. But we are on the draw. Still want to keep this, though. If we are up against Ruby Storm, okay, never mind. Devourer of Destiny makes me think we're playing against... Probably going to bet Brute Scale. But if this is Eldrazi... Oh, this is Eldrazi or Trond. Great matchup for us. Now it would be kind of disappointing if we also lose this one too. I was hoping that they would strip away one of their basic lands. Ooh, okay. Well, this Price of Freedom came right on time. Okay. This Quarry Mountain definitely comes into play untapped. Still going to hit the tower. And because we have Field Rune, Demo Field, this will definitely buy us some time. Key Command is still one of the bane of our existence, so we have to hopefully dodge that. Another High Noon, which I don't think is going to be kept after game 1. Yeah, I always seem to hit the wrong land. Thought not. Okay. Thankfully enough, let's see, it's probably going to take a road here. Do have a nice poker hand. I would imagine they're going to take a road. I don't see the use of... Yeah, I was going to say. High Noon doesn't seem all that great. We're going to lead with Demo Field because Field Rune does force them to shuffle. Still hit the tower because they are left with 2 towers left. Of course, I would have liked to have done this in the other order, if if that was a possibility. Oh wait, stupid me. I should have done this on the draw step. Yeah, definitely should have done this on the draw step. Ooh, maybe that's in their hand. Okay. Basic planes. Speaking of draw step, we'll do this a road on their turn. Though, I wonder. Yeah, Karn could also get us too. Come to think about it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll let them go to the main phase. We'll even take this 4 points of damage here. Yeah, we're not like under too much pressure. If they do play another thought, I will definitely answer it with an erode. So they know the contents of our hand except for this second Sacred Foundry. Okay, yeah, they definitely had it in their hand. Snow-covered waste. Now they're just kind of contemplating their turn. So I want to say this is it seems like this could be a Karn. I've been to tag with my buddy Wyatt. Oh yeah. Before you switch, yeah, no, I know Wyatt. Like Wyatt was an incredibly great Magic player, but I'm actually up in Steamboat, so I haven't been down recently. Yeah, no, I definitely know Wyatt. I miss that guy. I do see him over at Total Escape Games here and there. Yeah, it's crazy to think that he's like one of the like top ranked people in the world. Not just the country, but just in the world. That's what I was hearing last time. But that guy also just has a great mindset just when it comes to games in general. I mean, he was a great Magic player too before he kind of like stepped away from it. Kind of sad to kind of see him step down from the game because I honestly thought he was really good at the game. Um, Destructor Flute. Okay. So we got to the end step. Yeah, we don't want our opponent having this Karin, which is why we want. Yeah, we have. I think we have plenty of answers for Thought Knot. We don't have enough answers for Karn. I mean, I guess we also have Get Lost too, but I'm pretty confident that we'll probably draw into something to answer this Thought Knot Seer. Land is not a start. So our opponent doing it on the draw step here. Do they have mainboard surgical extraction? Okay, Field of Ruin. We're just gonna do this now too, and we also have High Noon to actually deal with this Thought Knot Seer because I also kind of forget that High Noon has that extra line of text. Yeah, take out the Urz's mine, so this will effectively strip mine them, and we're gonna do this now before they play their Destructor Flute. Yeah, no, Wyatt has a great strategic mindset. I I definitely love watching some like Warhammer. Don't get me wrong. I'm actually kind of one of those like people who have tried to play Warhammer, but I kind of found myself like I don't know, paying the figurines more than anything else. Like I know the Tyranids, those were like my favorite races to kind of paint. But I was more into like painting the figures than I was actually playing the game. I know if I actually sat down and actually played it, I'm sure I would enjoy it quite a bit. I mean, Warhammer kind of reminds me of like so much of like StarCraft in ways because I love playing that game. Also one of my favorite games of all time, but like kind of just feels like a tabletop of StarCraft every time I look at it. I'm kind of surprised I haven't really like invested the time into Warhammer as much, but I could also see like him investing more into Warhammer because it's way cheaper than Magic. I'll tell you that. But I love this game way too much. He got me into Modern. I was gonna say, what decks do you play in Modern, or if you still play Modern? Ah, there's the third Urza's Tower. Okay, Mind Stone. That's their spell for the turn, thankfully. Okay, we go down to 12. We draw Chandra. Disruptor Flutes. Okay, they could name High Noon. Of course, I could see them naming one of these like Demo Fields or Field Ruins. They name High Noon, which I guess that does make sense. Go with kind of what you know on the battlefield here. Unfortunately, they forgot to name Chandra Acolyte of Flame. I was playing Demir Frog. Okay. I do like that deck. Alright, so we're going to lead with Chandra. We're going to target a road. Opponent was probably... Oh, wait. I'm so stupid. Can't cast it because I'm playing High Noon. Oh my god. Classic. I'm such a dummy. I was supposed to tick up. Oh my god. Another major punt. Been playing some Gorias on Magic Online recently. Yeah, that's also a deck outside of Ponza that I would love to kind of continue to play. Oh my god. Ugh. My god. They're gonna hit our Chandra too. Yep. Okay. Well, we don't get okay. Thankfully, we don't get too punished. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Chandra would be at 5. If they decided to have attacked Chandra, it would go down to 1, and Chandra would still be alive. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Ugh, okay. I swear I play a lot better than this. Okay, get rid of one of these thought knots while we can. Okay, we're gonna draw a card. Demo Field. That's our spell for the turn, so we can't play any other spells. Yield until next turn. Okay, they're playing a Karn, sadly, and I think this one's gonna get liquid metal coating. Ugh. Yeah, I totally punted that one too. Yeah, this Disruptor Flute, unfortunately named High Noon, that's really good for them. So we're gonna end a turn Quarry Mountain. We'll see what we hit off of this. Yeah, Goria's Vengeance, that's another deck I should probably try to test more of. Because I do have a, what is it, SCG Con Dallas coming up here. Walking Ballista, so they're confident that they can kill us with that. Quarry Mountain, Cleansing Wildfire. Okay, so we can do that on our turn. Avengers Disassembled. Okay. Sadly, Thought Knot Seer is, let's say 1, 2. They need 1 more mana to make Walking Ballista a 2. Do this, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. We did this right. Hit this one, Because their swamp is, I think, mainly just for dismember. Okay, Price of Freedom, which we can't do anything yet. So we're just gonna put Kihira back into our hand. Kind of just felt like we played 3 spells in 1 turn there. Okay. Oh, my god. Yeah, even that Chandra there. I mean, even if they do tag Chandra, it would have been down to 1, so we couldn't like flash back or anything like that. But at least we're absorbing 4 points of damage there. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Disruptor Flute would have not named High Noon, but it does make sense. Oh yeah, I forget. Karn can turn things into creatures. So Walking Ballista. Ooh. Actually, here. That's actually kind of good for us. Walking Ballista will put us down to 1. We did draw a Solitude. Okay. Okay, all is looking good here. So we'll get rid of these 2 cards. It's almost like we're kind of getting rid of 2 lands here. I'm actually okay with this. Kind of wish the Sacred Foundry was like a certain, yeah. Like an untapped source here. So get rid of this, and they'll be left with 1 mana, and then Walking Ballista will ping us for 1. Still have to deal with this Karn though. Right, we did choose both modes. Okay. So they do need to draw another land. God, I really wish this could also kill Thought-Knot Seer. It would just be so much easier at this point. Frog feels a little underwhelming at the moment. Can get punished pretty hard if not played super tight. That is true, honestly. I don't know. Espergorio just feels a little bit better in this metagame. Okay, this comes into play tapped. We'll... Hopefully they're not playing another or they're playing Walking Ballista Mainboard. Where's his power plant? Okay. No Walking Ballista, please. Oh, wait. Duh. They can just turn that into a creature, duh. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah, we lose game 1, unfortunately. Damn. High Noon kind of cost us there a little bit. Yeah, so because of that, we are definitely going to take that out. Bringing in Wear and Tears. Avengers Disassembled. God, that was a really unfortunate goal. Could easily lose this one too. Probably bringing in more Avengers Disassembled because we still want to kill things like K Command. Yeah. Chandra kind of a consideration here. I mean, we have, let's see, Wrath of the Skies can deal with our artifacts too, so I mean, I think this is probably all fine. I'm definitely taking out High Noon out of this matchup, that's for sure. God, really felt like we should have won that one. Alright. Okay. They're only playing 2 basics. This is an answer to Karn. We get 2 draws out of this, so I'm okay with keeping this. Would a wish package ever work in this deck? Tablet shenanigans? You know, I actually have thought about doing a mono red build of Ponza. Kind of a little bit of an inspiration from what is it? Aspiring Spike. I was playing against it one time in a video where I was on Blue Eye Control and I played against a mono red Ponza. I do like Tablet of Discovery. That card is fantastic. So there's there's consideration with it. I don't know about it in like Boros though, but it feels like it suits better in mono red. Definitely feels like it's better in mono red. What's our opponent doing here? We are ahead on time just by 4 minutes though. Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely drop from we'll drop from this, or if we go at least 0-3, maybe 1-4 or something like that. Would really like to just finish the rest of this league going 3-2. Yeah, we really should just be 1-0. Well, at least 1-1 maybe in this case. Yeah, I like Spike's build. Talbot is a sweet card. Yeah, I've been playing that card, or I was playing that card in 4-color control. Though I'm a little bit kind of concerned because next RCQ season is standard, and I know 4-color control is insanely popular now. Ooh, are they actually gonna put a thing on this? Okay, Ugin. I'll take a nice 2-for-1 here if we can. Disruptor Flute. Please don't name Price of Freedom. You gotta be kidding me. Might be in stream sniped. Feels like it. Oh my god. Though, I mean, that does feel like a valid target. Oh my god. Yep. Okay, Field of Ruin. You didn't name that, though. Though I feel like, I don't know, I guess it makes sense for them to name that. Not going to do anything yet. We're going to let them use the map. Okay, they're going to map. Let's see what they do. Probably going to get one of the Urza lands. Ugin's Labyrinth. Okay. Never mind then. So we're going to hit this now while we can. That way we can get our 2-for-1 here. Because definitely don't want to deal with that Ugin. Just one of those leagues that everything can go wrong, goes wrong. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of shows like how my day's going with us, but I mean, we can definitely do another league. I'm definitely out for another one. Okay. Karn is most likely going to tick down. Thankfully, we have an answer with Get Lost. Now, Price of Freedom is not like a deck card. We just need to draw more lands. Of course, it's going to be an expensive Price of Freedom. Let's see. Now, if we draw a Cleansing Wildfire, well, actually, let's see what they get first. I would imagine that they're probably going to try to go for their own Ponza plan. I think the first card they really should get is Liquid Metal Coating, but let's see. Yeah. They are stream sniping us, probably. Oh, and we draw a Cleansing Wildfire. Go figure. Okay. So do we get greedy with Cleansing Wildfire? We do lose a land in exchange, and we do need to kind of hit our other lands, so let's see. If they didn't get Liquid Metal Coating, I think I would just go with going Cleansing Wildfire, hit their Ugin's Lab, hope that maybe one of their snow-covered land is in hand. Yeah, if we Cleansing Wildfire this Ugin's Lab, they're 2 mana down. Or maybe at least a mana down. But we need to draw an untapped source to make this Get Lost also good too, so... Do we take the greedy line? Because I'm not really a big fan of taking greedy lines here. I know that it could reward us if we go Wildfire, hit this land, and then draw the land, Get Lost this. I think we just straight up... I don't know. I mean, we do have the 2 mana also for Get Lost anyways, so... This is probably slightly greedy, but I feel like even though we lose a land, I'm pretty sure they're going to target this, but I guess we go get lost next turn, hit this one. I guess we could also lose to a Thought Nuts here. So I'm going to kind of chance it here. Would like to kind of take care of that other Ugin. Okay. Wear and Tear, unfortunately, doesn't. This is kind of why I don't like doing this as much. Okay, so they're... Yeah, once again, it's in their hand. Okay, I feel like they're going to play with Liquid Metal Coating. This is... Oh, Trinosphere. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay, Disruptor Flute. Interesting. Ooh, and... Oh, wait, no, we can't. Well, wait. Does Solitude work around Trinosphere? I feel like I'm being dumb there. I feel like... What does it say? It costs less than 3 mana. Okay. Not exactly how it works. We do have Wear and Tear to deal with this, but I think... Are they going to tick down is the question. No. I think we're just going to get lost this now while we have the chance. Of course, I am... Oh, wait, we can't price a freedom this. I am kind of tempted to wear this, though. Just so we can start dealing with all these, but... Yeah, the Karn in play, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay. Not too scary here. Okay, we did draw a land, thankfully. Alright, Wrath of Skies X2 is only going to destroy Disruptor Flute. Where deals with the Trinosphere. We do have Chandra. That's not going to do anything there, too. Kind of have to hope that we draw another land, I guess, to deal with everything. We have Solitude to answer this. So I think this is coming into play tapped. We can also spend... No, if we spend 3 mana to put here, we can't go Solitude. So I think this is going to be one of those turns where we probably do a Wear and Tear, probably out on the end step. Could also Wear and Tear this one too. Oh, kind of think about it actually. No, this is... I think we want to Wear and Tear because we want to keep our opponent off of mana here. Yeah, sadly an expensive Shatter. You'll have to pay 3 for the Solitude. Yeah, I kind of thought so as much. Solitude, pitch Wrath the Skies since we already have another one. Of course, if they do K command, they're spinning it on this turn to do it. Ideally, we should have done Wear and Tear on our turn. And yeah, we should have done all this on our turn. Okay, this does feel like a K command for 1. Yeah, we'd be taking 1 less damage and 1 less token here. Yeah, so it is a K command. Yeah. Yeah, not really playing so well tonight. Alright. Oh yeah, 2 tokens. And they keep a card on top. Got it. They can still cast Thought Knots here. Devour. Of course, they would have to lose 2 tokens to do this. Okay, another Glaring. Now, if we draw a land, this is great for us. I guess if we draw a Field of Ruin, do we deal with this now? Oh, they're gonna kill their token? Okay. Karn the Great Creator. Don't like seeing that. think we might actually have to wrap this guys if we fail to draw a land. Well, we did draw a land. Fortunately, it comes into play tapped, but I think we can wait a turn. This will name white. This is kind of why I don't like playing too many tap lands or more of these cards. 1, 2, 3. Go get him, buddy. Yeah, Chandra. I think we're just gonna kind of tick up on this. Just kind of get out of range with glaring. One's most likely gonna play Karn. And funny enough, with Chandra, we can actually buy back Wrath Disguise, which is kind of cool. Wish we had our Wrath Disguise in the graveyard with Solitude, but that, unfortunately, is not how it works. Okay, so they're gonna map token? Okay. I mean, I guess they still have the mana to play Karn. Okay, this is not going to kill Chandra, thankfully enough, unless there's some way they boost this up. Okay, so Karn... Oh, Karn can also hit the battlefield, but I guess if they turn this into a creature, that's good for us. Okay, so we'll take 1... Okay, so they're going to opt to not tick up on Karn. Okay, they're attacking Chandra, not us. That's fine. Karn's going to tick down. Can also tick up on Chandra next turn. That would go down to 2, and we would be able to have, like, get lost. Okay, so they are going to Karn. I usually don't really struggle against this, but yeah, that Disruptor Fluid, just name Price of Freedom, that was just kind of like on the blind. I mean, I think that is the right choice, of course, knowing that, like, next turn I can just play Price of Freedom. Tormod's Crypt, a little bit annoying. I guess that's not a, liquid metal coating. Of course, wait, their last card is liquid metal coating. What am I saying? Yeah, their last card is liquid metal coating. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, and they're gonna... Okay, so we now need to draw another land. Okay, we did draw a road. In fact, we could just use this mana now to get rid of Karn. Okay, what are we thinking now, actually? Do we just actually wrap this guy as well we can? They are hellbent. Chandra's gonna most likely die next turn. So we're just gonna get in for 2 points of damage here. I think we just wait a turn. Oh. We went to our inside way too quick there. Yeah. But I put a stop on the... Or I just clicked too fast. Yeah, Kihara would be in our hand here. Okay. Transphere still gets around Wrath of Skies. At least to my understanding. Yeah, this is going to be a blowout for our opponent. But with only like 8 minutes left on the clock too, so that's something for our opponent to kind of consider here. Okay, they're attacking us. Even better. Probably just wanted to close out this game while they can, but do have to keep in mind that they can return this Devour, but they still have, what is it? I guess, what is it, 5 mana at this point? Okay. So we're gonna wrap this guys now, and I guess we'll just bank an energy while we can. No, I keep forgetting to do this the other way around. Have to click on the card and then... Alright, X is 4. Okay, make sure we don't misclick here. I've already punted too many times. I've already punted like at least like what, 2 times already. So yeah, we'll do X is 3, wipe out this board. We're doing this before we tick up on, or I'm sorry, use the second 0 ability. We could, actually, you know what? Maybe we could actually just kind of tick up on our, no, let's see. Exile the graveyard, that makes sense. I guess the only reason to tick up is this would be at 2, and then our price of freedoms will be kind of turned on. All right, so X is 3, make sure, yeah. Yeah, actually, we're gonna tick up on Chandra here. That way we have the option to go price of freedom and flash it back if we need to. For all those who don't know me as well, Soundcaster Mage is like one of my favorite cards, one of my favorites. What am I saying? It is my favorite card of all time in Magic. And this is a good reason why. We'll hit, I guess we'll hit the snow-covered waste here. Still tick up. Gonna play... Well, let's see. Our opponent only with 1 card in hand. Okay, fine. We're gonna hit this Ugin's Lab while we can. Just kind of incentivize our opponent to put it back into their hand. Alright, cool. Probably makes sense to hit the Urza's Mine here. But they need a series of draws to do that. I mean, our Chandra is already at 3. Okay, there's an Eldrazi Temple. Kind of waiting for our opponent to actually tap out here. So we'll -2, and there is no High Noon this time. Okay, Price of Freedom. Cast the card. We'll target this one. Kind of still tempted to target this swamp though, but this is 2 mana for them. Okay, Avengers is symbol. I think this is going to be kind of game over for our opponent, but opponent could surely go to the game 3 here, I think, but I think they could still win within 6 minutes. Yeah, this is game 2. Yeah. I really feel like this should be just 2-0 for us, but the way we played game 1. This is one of our best matchups, of course, but I have lost against it, I think, with my record is like twice, I want to say. Just due to a series of poor draws. Who knows? This could be the 3rd one. Disruptor Flutes. Okay, they're going to name one of these Planeswalkers, which I would imagine is a Ajani. Oh, Chandra. They value Chandra more. Okay. Well, hate to break it to you, opponent, because I'm going to... Yeah. We're going to keep your swamp tapped. Why? Because I'm going to demo field the other land. Would you like to go to game 3? Opponent does not want to go to game 3, apparently. Okay. Well, we'll be down with Kira. I mean, quite honestly, like, I would be going to game 3 if I was the Eldrazi player. Yeah. Game 2. Okay, Dismember. That's fine. Okay, we're still gonna keep this tapped. No. Keep this tapped. Destroy this one. Yeah, this is actually kind of cute here too. So we get to tick up, and we can not only this, we can actually tick up next turn. This is actually going to be kind of clever. So we'll even save our Avengers disassembled. So assuming that there's no Disruptor Flute, we'll tick up on Chandra, put our Johnny to 8. So yeah, we'll do this. Ultimate. And we still have an Ajani. And again, opponent, would you like to go to game 3? Because if this was on paper, sure. How do I win? I eventually kill you with Chandra? Oh, we do actually have to target a permanent, so I guess we'll target a Field Rune. Or actually, we can just target even Chandra. Okay. I mean, I kind of just want to drag out the game a little bit. Target Chandra there, because it's funny. Slow beats. Yeah, if this was on paper, sure, we would have to find a way to finish this game out. Of course, I would be flashing in Solitude, but as it stands, like we're ahead by like 4 minutes here. Yeah, Ajani has been overperforming. I added this card about like 3 weeks ago, and I've just been sold on it ever since. I'm kind of surprised more Boros Ponza players do not play this card. Another light here is going out apparently. Okay. Discard path here. I mean, we could Lightning Helix our opponent to death here. I get that we could easily win here. Chelsea's 0. Okay, you're just using more time, opponent. So, that being the case, I mean, it's like I said, our opponent could still win within 5 minutes left on the clock. Of course, we're also taking a lot of game actions here. Wrath this guy is sure. Okay, just a little bit of some lag there. Boom. Yeah, like, again, I know I could just Helix there, but because this is a chess clock, I'd rather just... Yeah, our opponent's probably just going to... We're probably going to be eating up more time than they are. So... Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. We're just going to Helix our opponent. GG, opponent. Alright. Yeah, opponent with 4 minutes left on the clock. Don't know if I want to make any other changes, I guess. Do we want to actually bring back in the Wrath of God? Because Devoured Destiny we did see there. Ugin we have to be kind of cautious of. All these actually kind of seem fine here. I mean, we have 8 ways to deal with Devourer Destiny, or I'm sorry, 12, 14. Yeah, I mean, I think we're good here. I don't think we make any other changes. Also, kind of noting that our opponent is playing 61 cards. Ugh. I would like to keep this hand. Unfortunately, we are missing a land. Yeah, we're going to mulligan. Not a great hand either. Opponent is going to keep their 6, though. Oh my god. Are you serious? Wow. Mull down to okay. That's really frustrating. Okay. Kind of wanted to keep the Cleansing Wildfire. Jeez. That is really unfortunate. Can we win to... Can we win on the multi-3? Okay, Road is a start. God, that was disappointing hands there. Or just Tower. Okay, this is going to be a Flash Striker. Okay. Still want to hit... Okay, we did draw another Cleansing Wildfire. Probably going to get a basic waste here. Draw Price of Freedom, cool. I'm going to actually laugh if we do win this, mull down to 3. Ooh, okay. 2 of the 3 pieces here. Opponent plays nothing that turn, okay. So this Rite of Prairie, a little bit awkward in this situation here. So I guess we will Cleansing Wildfire again. They played Tower the first time. I guess we still hit Tower. Not going to bank on the fact that we're drawing Demo Field or Field Ruin yet, at least. Okay. Disruptor Flute. I guess we probably should have used Price of Freedom in this case then. Yeah, they're getting a name Price of Freedom. Fuck. Alright. I had a feeling, I was like, I kind of feel like I just want to lead with Price of Freedom. Yeah. Trinosphere, that's also really good. Opponent still has to win with under 3 minutes left on the clock, though. Okay. Get lost. It is now, I think. The heck? Oh yeah, that costs 3 mana. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing this now so we can play around K command. Oh. Yeah, we could have the Cleansing Wildfire and still be able to strip away one of these lands. I mean, speaking of which, if we're yeah, I was gonna say if we're drawing lands, glad we're drawing this. Still gonna hit Urza's Tower. Brutal. Of course, if they play an Uga next turn, it's still not game over, but like I said, our opponent still needs to be able to win at some point. Okay. God, they keep 4 cards on top. That is not good. Still get a basic planes pass back to our opponent. They kept 4 cards on top. Yikes. Okay, I guess that's one of them. They could still play a Karn. Yeah, we can't do anything here, so we'll just have 6. Mindstone. So that's one of the cards that I kept on top. Interesting. I guess so you don't lose out on mana. I'd probably be okay with another... Well, actually, let's see. Chandra. So Road's going to cost us 3 mana anyways. So I wonder if we just still... Let's see, we can get lost. I guess if we do have an answer to this Transfer, I guess we want to keep their Road first. I don't know. Minute 20 for our opponent. Gotta have something over there, buddy. It's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to drag out game 2 a little bit longer, just because... What is this? Thought Nuts here? Ugh. Okay. Most likely gonna hit this Road. Okay, did draw that. Name white on that. Now, we'll say if we draw another land, feels like lands are just our best option here. Yeah, if we draw a land, we can go Chandra and get lost. Okay, opponent's still doing too much here. Okay, we did draw a land. Just making sure I'm not doing anything wrong here. Yeah, Chandra comes out, and get lost is going to cost us 3. Just making sure I'm not doing like a stupid high noon again. Cast the card on this. Legend Roku, not a bad draw. Okay. But I have to win with 30 seconds left on the clock. And if they have another Thought Knots here, we can get lost that one. Okay. Probably tick up on Chandra. Feels like we're actually going to win this one. Given if we had infinite time here, I wonder if our opponent still wins. Dugan's Lab. Okay. This is gonna be funny. We're gonna time out our opponent, aren't we? Okay. Play this. Target Cleansing Wildfire. Yeah, Chandra's also doing some work here too. Hit the tower. Right? No. Nah, it doesn't matter. We're overthinking it, so yeah, we won based off of timing out our opponent. Still counts as a win for us. Okay, so 1 and 2 in this league. Yeah, this is my current build of Boros Ponza at the moment. Actually, even have the whole deck right here too. So, a little bit bright here, but my current version of the deck. Let's see. Maybe if I can move this over a little bit, but yeah, this is the versions of the cards that I have. But yeah, I'm a kind of a retro frame kind of person, so I do love playing like these. My God, Path to Exiles here, like retro frames, Castle Ardenvale. Love being able to play that card. A buddy of mine here in Denver actually sold me on that. Yeah, we got Solitude. But yeah, this is the full 75. I think. I don't know. Did we change anything out of the sideboard? Now we have 1 High Noon in the sideboard, 3 in the main. But, okay. We won the die roll. Not a good hand, unless we're playing against Eldrazi Tron again. No, we're gonna mulligan. And we actually did win that game with the mull to 3. That is hilarious, actually. Keep this. Probably bottom one of these cards. Alright, pass back to our opponent. I'm gonna say Boros Energy here. No Cavern Souls. Sliver. Wow. Okay. What year is that again? That is fantastic to see. Yeah, I was actually surprised that we won that. I mean, like I said, it's a good matchup for us overall. Alright. Price of Freedom, we're gonna just strip away that Cavern Souls. Maybe they played no basics. 5-color slivers, so maybe... Let's see. Basic planes, okay. Yeah, I was really surprised to actually win that game 3. Yeah, we had to just, what is it, play 2 lands and a Cleansing Wildfire. And of course, I was kind of thinking, okay, we probably should fire off Price of Freedom in case they have a Disruptor Flute. Unsettler Marauder. Counter unless they pay 1. Okay, so we can path that. Oh, this also counts as a sliver. This is basically ward. Okay. I think we just want to use our mana efficiently here, so we'll just go demo field. We'll do this on the draw step. Strip away that land. Oh, it's any permanent? Oh my god. Joke's on me. I'm the Ponza. They're the Ponza player. Oh my god. You are an opponent. Oh my god. Do you have a stream schedule? I need to get some sleep. I actually might I might actually stream during the day tomorrow as well too. I don't really have a set schedule. I actually haven't been streaming a whole lot lately, so I have been meaning to kind of get back on this again, especially since Ponza has been kind of a favorite of mine lately. God, that is hilarious. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. I don't know what time exactly. I have to take care of some things here at the house, kind of do my chores, I would say. So I'd probably say like maybe right around noon, I would say. Yeah. But on average, I might kind of stream a little bit later, like in the evening or so. Feels like the kind of the best time. So like maybe 8 or 9, well, mountain time, I should say, for anyone who's watching around the world. God, I cannot believe I demo field there. Oh my god. I guess we're making at least 1 punt per game. I seriously thought this was a creature. We should have 4 mana here. What the heck is going on? Oh my god. Okay, well, first things first, we're gonna deal with this annoying thing. And then, whoops, it's not how you use your mana. We're gonna path, what is it? They're all +1/+1. Find haste. Well, I guess we could have killed this first. Killed this, they're all 2/2s. Oh, and also thanks for the follow too. Yeah, I can't. Oh my god. We could have a Solitude in play. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Gonna put Kira into our hand. Oh my god. We're gonna lose game 1 of Slivers. I should also be writing down my matchups I've been playing so far. What was our round 1? Domain Zoo, which sadly we lost to. So 1 and 2 there. The other one was Hulled 1, which that was a clean 2-0 for them. Round 3 was Eldrazi Tron. That was a 2-1, but also because they tapped out. And here we're playing Slivers, aka 2015 Magic. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably do another late tonight. Well, actually, it's almost midnight here, so maybe not. That last game, or that last match went awfully longer than I thought. Okay, we do have the mana to pay for that, and it does have haste. Okay, Mutavault's gonna hit. I knew of that. Of course, let's see. Yeah, we. Oh, actually, wait. Get rid of this. That's 3, 7, 9. No, we have to. Feel like we have to actually take care of the predatory sliver. That would make it a 2, 3, 5. Put us down to 1 here. But then we still have to deal with. Oh my god. I guess we just have to deal with. What is it? Wrath the Skies here, but I guess we're going to die to the Mutavault. Yeah, we really should have 5 mana open. Yeah, I did not realize that said a permanent. Oh my god. So now we're down to 2. Alright, yeah. Definitely punted that one. We can make up for it. Yeah, especially with like Avengers Disassembled. Definitely gonna take out 2 High Noons. We could try out Chandra, I guess. Does deal with their slivers. Celestial Purge actually probably should come in first before Chandra. All these, yeah. I guess we can. I don't know. Chandra could have been kind of good there in some variant. I guess we could take out Legend of Roku for it. Yeah, we'll try it. Okay, let's not make that mistake again. Did not realize it said a permanent. Okay, we'll keep this because we do have the option for another red source, and we also have this Wrath of God. Play this land. We can play Price of Freedom next turn. Let's say I don't have fetch land. Okay, Sliver Hive. First strike, that doesn't really do anything against us. Could also Price of Freedom one of our lands too. That, or no, not. I'm sorry. No, that's only an opponent. Never mind. They're gonna get a basic plains. Kind of wonder if they are only playing one play or basic in their deck. Now, if they do play that Marauder, then that's going to be kind of unfortunate. Okay, that is not. So we take 2. So Demo Field can get us a white source. Also kind of tempted to get... Well, they failed to find. Okay. Then I'll get a mountain here. Kind of figured this Sliver deck is only playing 1 basic land. Okay, another Sliver. Yeah, Avengers Disassembled is going to look pretty hot here. Okay. It's a lot of damage, but this is going to be more damage to our opponent. Cast. I guess we have Demo Field here, so I'd rather hit the basic plains. I know this does give them the option to play any sliver. Alright, Mutavault. Darn, should have waited. Okay. Still want to strip away that. Now we'll get a basic plains, and then have that open for a road. Yeah, this should definitely be a good matchup for us. Oh. I actually kind of just want to get rid of the land, I think. Yeah. Alright. So one land is what or one basic plains is what they're playing. Wear and tear, I didn't really see any use for that. Alright, we'll ship it back. Yeah. I think we lost that game 1 because we did not read Unsettling Marauder, or whatever that card's name is. Yeah. You are a permanent. Yeah, I remember seeing that card a while back in like Spirit, like what is it, Blue-White Spirits in Modern when it was actually a deck. So it's been a while since I've seen that card, but my fault for not actually reading that card. Yeah, this is still fine. In fact, yeah, we can just Cleanse and Wildfire, get our Stone Rain. Opponent did mull down to 6. It's actually kind of hilarious if they keep a hand with basic plains. Okay, so they have an Aether Vial. Didn't see that in any of the other games. Oh, they only have just one land. Okay. Well, we're still going to hit this land. Now, if we draw a Price of Freedom, we'll probably hit the Aether Vial, but oh, Wrathless Guys? Okay. Yeah, we definitely hit another land. I feel like this is going to be a good game for our opponent. Any untapped land. Excellent. Well, I think I still want to raft this guys here. X is 1. And then we can Avengers Disassembled if we want to as well. Okay. Still want to get our nice 2-for-1 here, and we'll not deal with the Mutavault. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. Oh my fucking god. I keep forgetting about that. Oh my god. Oh my god. We did it again. Okay, our opponent's still conceded though, but it's just like... Oh, goal. Yeah, we should have shocked in and then deal with our 2-for-1 there. Okay. Well, despite another punt, I mean, what is that, like 4 punts? We still got there. Okay. Alright. So we are 2-2 in this league. definitely want to make up for the last or the first two. So hoping just 3-2 this league. Cool. And this will be on YouTube shortly after I am done playing this live. I don't know. Probably be up for another league, I think. Maybe. I'm playing some Legacy tomorrow. Nope. That's definitely a mulligan. That's also another mulligan. We'll keep this. Yeah, we have triple road there, which I kind of depends on the matchup here. Okay, Brusco. Definitely a good matchup for us. I have been pretty much undefeated against this matchup. Well, at least in the last few weeks. Still want to hit Grove here, mainly because them producing colorists, we want to kind of strip them away from colorist mana. Solitude, exchange it out for a forest. Kind of wonder how many basic lands our opponent's playing. I think the last opponent that I was playing, they were playing the red-green version, and they were only playing 2 basic forests, so that felt good for us. What do they take? They have options here, so they take Eldrazi Temple. Vexing Bubble. Okay, we'll make sure to not flash into Solitude. Okay, Field Ruin, this is going to keep that Eldrazi Temple in check, so I think we're just going to pass back. Kind of hoping that our opponent does play that Eldrazi Temple. Could have also like sandbagged this Field Ruin, but I feel like this is a turn where we kind of want to hold up the option for Field Ruin. Okay, so they are playing Eldrazi Temple. Sounds like that might be their last land in hand. All right, Chrysalis. Thankfully enough, we can actually erode that too and wipe out the board. So hit that land while we have the chance. Of course, the land does come into play untapped, so they can have the option for like K command. Do we actually erode this? I mean, I guess it would be a, what is it, a 5/6? I mean, we don't necessarily have to do this just yet. I mean, we're only taking 5. I don't... Yeah, we're not under too much pressure just yet. We don't also want to ramp our opponent. Okay, so we draw the Field Ruin. So we're 1 mana shy. We're going to do both modes. Maybe our opponent doesn't actually sacrifice these Eldrazi. They still have this, so we'll hit the basic forest. The basic forest card. Yeah, we can still erode this Chrysalis if we absolutely need to. In fact, I think this is actually kind of better anyways. Yeah. But it makes this a 5/6. They could float the mana in response. They could also tap it. I guess they could still get, like, what is it, 3 Eldrazi's? We're really just trying to kind of keep them off Emrakul as much as we can. Okay, they're going to float the mana. So X is 3. Yeah. Kind of had a feeling that there was going to be another K command. So far our opponent's playing 3 basic forest. Yeah. 2 cards that really kind of go back and forth is like K command and Emrakul. Trying to remember the last time I lost against Brute Skill. I don't know, like lately in the last few weeks I've been kind of undefeated against it, but I have lost against it. What do they do? 2 top, 1 bottom. I mean, how do we usually know if they have Emrakul? Does it actually say the card types if that means that they have Emrakul? Okay, Ugin's Lab. Where are they imprinting? Nothing. Which means, I guess, if they do have Emrakul, we do want to just have Solitude or Road available open. This is 4 mana? So they can't, or I'm sorry, 5 mana because they have Drum. Okay. I am counting this right? 3. Is this another one of those? 4. Another Chrysalis. Okay. Alright, that puts us down to 16. I guess we are going to erode this creature while we have the chance. Another Chrysalis is not great to see, though. So even with all of this, I think... Yeah, this is kind of where I like Wrath of God. Playing just like a 1 of Wrath of God here feels pretty good. We can wipe out this board, and then our opponent's left with 5 mana. Problem is, though, they have land, enchantment, sorcery, or what is it? Tribal instant. That's 5 card types. And I guess creature goes in there, so that's 6. If I'm doing that math right. Okay. Our opponent's thinking now, but they have 2 cards left in their hand. And they can always crack this bubble whenever they need to. I don't know what our opponent's really thinking of here. Yeah, instant, yeah. Okay, so definitely want to kill this Chrysalis now. Because now we have mana open for Solitude, which can also answer this other Chrysalis or this Frustraker. I guess if they do have Emrakul, they have it, but it is kind of unfortunate, though. I think the best option here is to hit Wrath of God and just hope that they don't have a land. Okay, we did draw a demo field. So if they attack us and they sacrifice these spawns, this is at least, what is it, 4, 6, that's 16. Still have to be cautious of them trying to combo out as well. So I guess if they do go to attacks, I'm kind of almost incentivized to hit the Chrysalis and block here. So let's see what we do. Let's see what they do. Okay, so they do that. Problem is, though, are we losing to an Emrakul because they do have the mana open for it. Exile this. What to do? So they sacrifice this. If they sacrifice all their Eldrazi tokens, then that means they're kind of all in on this, and we take 6, go down to 10, and then they're left with 6 mana. Well, I guess 5 mana. They would need to have an untapped creature. Do we want to take the 2 for 1 here? I'm almost certain that they have Emrakul, but I'm gonna just take the bet that they have Emrakul here, but what we're gonna do instead is this plan. I also just don't want to take the chance. I mean, I guess they could also have a K command. X is 5. Oh, and they can make spawn tokens too. Still think hitting the crystals still makes sense. Unholy Heat. Okay, so that was one of their 2 cards in hand. So hoping to dodge an Emrakul. Okay, we did dodge an Emrakul. Quarry Mountain. We'll just ship it back here. Though the way they were taken there, I think it kind of makes me think that they do have another K command. Oh, I guess this coming into play tapped. Oh, they keep a card on top. That could be good. We are going to Field of Ruin something here. So X is 5. That puts us down to 9. Or wait. I can't math here. Plus the thing that they cast here. I guess maybe exiling this might have made more sense, but if we hit a Wrath of the Skies, it's also good for us. Oh, they're keeping one. Or what are they doing here? I know this is a K command. Oh, I see. They meant to tap their spawn. Because that's 2 mana. There was a Brood Scale combo player that was also splashing blue. Well, they were doing blue instead of like red. Oh, did I? I did not mean to F6 here. Shit, because they do keep that card on top. Yeah, crap. Okay. Taking 7 points of damage here, putting us down to 5. Of course, we do lose to another K command. Actually, gonna respond to this. Okay. Gonna take 2, got down to 5. And recall the prompts N. Yeah, we'll just go to the next game. Alright. 4 Rest in Peace. 2 Wear and Tears. Oh, I kind of realized now we actually have 8 cards for this matchup. So High Noon definitely gets taken out. Legend of Roku. I think Chandra is kind of also going away here too. Get Lost, not really a big fan of giving them map tokens. 1 card to bring, or I guess we do take it out of Johnny in this matchup if I remember correctly. I need to update my sideboard guide, but it feels like I'm always changing this deck list like every single week. So yeah, 2 Wear and Tears, 4 Rest in Peace, and 2 Avengers Disassembled. Feels like games 2 and 3 should be mostly in our favor now. Still think this is a favorable matchup, but again, I mean, we could still lose to this matchup. I would hate to go 2-3 because of one of these matchups. Really, it could have been like a 4-1 in this league too, because we lost to that Domain Zoo deck. Ugh, that land coming into play tapped really hurt us. Celestial Purge is definitely not... Well, no, Celestial Purge does not deal with Chrysalis because that's devoid. I think that's all we're doing here, so we'll submit. Kind of tempted to bring in Chandra as well too, since that can also deal with their entire army, but I don't know how I feel about tapping it in for a 6-mana Planeswalker. Feels better against like Control and the Mirror. Okay. This hand doesn't have Rest in Peace, unfortunately. But we do have the option to, let's say, get a land. I think we'll still keep it though. This will be on white, I think. And easily enough, we can actually sandbag this, what is it? We can go white, white, or I'm sorry, white, red. Make it look like we are kind of struggling to draw disassembled. Yeah, we still name white. Hopefully it doesn't cost us too much here, though. Basic force. Always good to see that. Grow the burn wells, okay. Wrath the Sky. It's good to see that. We would have loved to have seen that last game. Kind of just want to swap out my opponent's forest for another forest. We really just want to try to get all their basic lands while we can. Alright, drawing land, I think we're kind of good at this point. 5 is really all we need for this deck. Rumble. Alright, so that's gone. They can take Grove, Labyrinth, or Vexing Bubble. Let's see what they hit here. Vexing Bubble, okay. Glad I had key commands in their graveyard, though. Speaking of which, do we actually go Adventures Disassemble to get rid of both of these? Since now we have Wrathless guys. I don't now I think it seems a little bit too loose to do that. Unless I'm like really like I mean we could strip them off of mana for their Chrysalis, I guess. Yeah, they play a Chrysalis, we can erode that one. They have one forest in their graveyard, one forest in play. We did see at least 3. Eldrazi Temples on the field. Okay, this makes me think that they have a K command. Cleansing Wildfire. Okay. Not a bad draw, considering the fact that we can actually hit that Eldrazi Temple. They float mana, we can Wrath the Skies it. Continue to draw lands. Okay, we're gonna make it look like we did not draw a land. X is 3, so we'll swap out this Eldrazi token for 3 more. Could also see what they do with this, with the Scry. Let's see, land, sorcery, tribal instant. Right, so that's 9 cards. Or instant, tribal instant, sorcery, land. So that's 9 mana. This is 6 mana. One top, 2 bottom. Okay. I think I'm gonna wait a turn. Watch me get punished. Of course, we could have. No, we're one mana shy. I was gonna say Avengers Disassembled and hit this one. Kind of wanted to see what our opponent actually does here. I am like in high noon mainboard, even though, what is it? I think all the matchups that we played, I think I guess for a Hollowed one, we kept that in. X in Bubble, that's fine. That's an answer for Wrath Disguise. They haven't drawn a. They haven't played their land yet. Of course, they cracked this. That's another card in their graveyard. So that would make it 8. Blade, okay. Wrath Skies is really liking this. Brute Scale. Okay, so they would have infinite mana here, right? No. No. Oh, wait. No, 2 mana. Yeah, I was going to say they're 1 mana shy, right? No, wait. Hold up here. They sacrificed this. Oh, yeah. I'm stupid. I almost let them go infinite here. Knowing how this league has been going, I probably would have let that resolve. Yeah, because, yeah, they have an Eldrazi or spawn. I guess we could have actually hit the Eldrazi token, which is kind of funny there. Actually, you know what? Funny enough, we probably should have actually hit the token. That would keep them off of mana and enough to where they couldn't crack this bubble. Okay, draw a land. Or, sorry, draw a Path to Exile. My bad. So we can go Route the Skies X2, netted energy. So we definitely don't want to lose to... Let's doing this out of order here. Definitely don't want to lose to them going infinite again, I think. X is 2. They're going to sacrifice that. So really, we're just killing off the blade here. Would love to see like a rest in peace here. Kind of just reset their graveyard. Yeah, that was kind of a misplay on my end. I think we were supposed to... Yeah, we were supposed to path that token, surprisingly. Fetch Shock. Okay, this could be a Chrysalis here. Okay, that's fine. Kind of want them to overcommit here. Maybe like another Brute Scale. Yeah, I didn't really think so, though. I kind of do want to Avengers Disassemble to get rid of that Grove, because did they fail to search? Because I think they do only play 3 basics. Well, let's see what we draw here. Disruptor Flute, okay. What are they going to name here, though, is the question. Probably like Demo Field or, well, let's see, Demo Field or Field Rune? Off the Skies. Yeah, that makes sense. Red. Red. Still gonna hit this one because we want to keep them off colors mana. So we'll hit this. I think they're only playing 3 basics. Pretty sure I saw that right. Okay. What's Ponza? Ponza is a deck that it is the old term of like destroying lands. Kind of goes back to like late 90s or early 90s rather, just with like the classic like Stone Rain rather. But yeah, we're doing things like Avengers Disassembled, Cleansing Wildfire, and Price of Freedom to kind of hit their lands, kind of strip them off their mana base here. I think, yeah, 5. Yeah, I think we're just gonna kind of put this in play tapped. I want to put Kira into my hand. I just don't want them to like combo off. But yeah, we're doing this just to keep them off of lands. But that's the whole kind of the definition of Ponza here. Okay, Cavernous Souls, naming Eldrazi. Shocker. Another Glaring. Oh, now you... Oh, now you want to overcommit. God, we could actually straight up lose here, though. Draw wear and tear. 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna play Kahira and probably just pass it back to our opponent. Pretty much have a way to block this thing. Golly. Yeah, we might actually lose this one. This is where I really wanted to have, like, Quarry Mountain. We did play, like, 4 at one point, but I think I had to kind of trim back to 3 so we could play, like, the second basic mountain, because second basic mountain does come up against the mirror matches quite a bit. Oh, really? Yeah, this will be unfortunate if we actually lose this one. Unholy Heat, okay. They do only have 1 card in hand. See if our opponent tries to tap out. No, they don't. I was gonna say Avengers Assembled. Never mind. Okay. Perfect. This. Still hit their Cavern Souls. Really hoping their last card is not K Command. Okay, I think they're doing this just to deal 1 damage to us. Okay, they didn't flip the mana in response, so that's good. Won't use this wear and tear just yet, because if they get a Urza Saga, we'll definitely respond to that. They got a Grove, okay. So I feel like their last card is probably Emrakul. So we really need to find some land destruction here. Nope. Okay. Won't do anything about that yet. I think we're going to wait for them to respond. There is a Solitude, so that is an answer to Emrakul at least. I think it's better to, let's see, do they have a creature, yeah, so it doesn't matter. Watch them play like some weird planeswalker, but I think it's better to erode here since they already have a creature. Seiju. Okay. It's hard to see their card types here. 6, okay. So 13 minus 6 is 7, so yeah, they're 1 mana shy. I just watched your last video yesterday. I had similar ideas for a deck build. It was a Vindicating Watch. Well, thanks for tuning in on that too, and thanks for tuning in here too. It's probably our last game for tonight. League went a lot longer than I thought. Of course, that Eldrazi matchup, that was kind of hilarious. Would you be willing to discuss why you may have added or avoided certain cards? Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to discuss whatever you want to talk about. What do you have in mind? We are playing High Noon Mainboard, in case you're wondering. Okay, we're gonna go to the end step. Because otherwise we just straight up lose to Emrakul. They're gonna path and then hold priority erode this. Or actually, wait, hold up here. We're gonna actually erode because we play Planeswalkers, so actually this is better here. Yeah, we'll definitely ramp. Plus, Path to Exile doesn't have a target here. Field a Rune. Luckily enough, it's an opponent, so that works well for us. But yeah, Logan, I'm willing to discuss any kind of cards that you want to discuss. I can probably discuss more even after this league as well too. But I mean, with Ponza, it just feels like there's such an interesting toolbox that you can kind of do interesting things with. We're also playing like Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. It's been kind of good so far, honestly, but I can see like taking it out for something else. Wear and Tear. Well, it's kind of funny that they're doing it on the turn that they're controlling us. So are they just... And they play the Field Rune? Okay. I guess that's fair. They're going to target a different land. I guess that does make sense. Makes sense to play the Field Rune and not... Yeah, because otherwise we would hit this Eldrazi Temple. Draw... I only draw a Wrath of God. So if they do Emrakul us again, we have an answer to that. As long as they don't... As long as we don't draw a Solitude. So opponent's Hellbent. Okay, Chrysalis. Still want to hold Path to... Or, yeah, we want to use Path to exile for that. Sacred Foundry is going to come into play tapped. Pass back. Not sure if our opponent wants to sacrifice these tokens to apply more pressure. Yeah, I'm trying to recall specific card names, and the long day is catching up to me. Oh yeah, you and me both. I mean, if you want to describe which cards you're talking about, I might be able to help you out with that. Okay, so they have 2 cards. God, would be so great if we could just draw Rest in Peace. Demolition Field, we'll take that at least. We do only have 1 basic. The white land that when it dies searches... Oh, Flagstones of... I want to say Flagstones of Tarkir, but that's not exactly the right one. But I know which one you're talking about. I feel like if I bust out my binder, I can find it. Reason why we're not playing that is we don't run like Boom and Bust. I'm pretty sure that might have been one of your other questions there too. Boom and Bust is something that we could try doing. I've actually considered playing that artifact tap land that's indestructible. Makes our I was gonna say it makes our matchup against the Boros mirror match a lot better. I actually did play that in the very first build of Ponza, but that was from a deck list that I saw a while back. The double-sided red Ponza red land. Oh, is that the... Yeah, that's the Stone Rain, destroy target land, creatures can't block this turn. I know which one you're talking about there too. X is 5. Okay, so this could straight up kill us. Yeah, we don't really play that one. Of course, there is an option to play that one because we do have the option to play it as a land or land destruction spell. Too slow. And, I mean, it's 3 mana. It does give us options. I mean, I think, what is it? The creatures can't be blocked this turn is not really that important. I feel like I'd rather just play Avengers Disassembled in that case. I think Avengers Disassembled would be the slot I would take over it. course, I have thought about like going up maybe like 25 land or up to 25 lands here. Okay, Blade is going to enter the battlefield. What do they do with this key command? So 3 on top, 2 bottom. Well, that's funny. They're going to attach it to one of their spawns, which ends up being a win con. They are sacrificing some Eldrazi's. The new Marvel Dragon that doubles Ponza spells. Oh, Fing Fong, or well, even now I'm drawing blank on the names. I wanted to kind of try that, but I can just tell you right off the bat, like a 4 mana card that you tap out for and you have to wait until the next turn. You would have to have a huge payoff there. I think it's a little too cute in my opinion. I would rather like the 4 drops be like Legend of Roku or Ajani Vengeance that or even Wrath of God in this case. Emrakul. All right, so that's gonna enter. Okay, so we're not dead because we can path this Chrysalis. Go down to 4. As long as we don't draw a Solitude, I think we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot here. And I'm definitely glad we prioritized our roads. No Solitude, please. Okay, Castle. That's good. I think they just do absolutely nothing on this turn. Unless they just want to play Castle for us and Wrath of God. I'll take that. Yeah, the last time this happened, I think our opponent drew the Solitude, and that just really screwed us over, but this was in a different league, of course. Yeah, I was going to say, our opponent does nothing here. Digital Path. That's good. Yeah. Another reason why I'm glad that we're still running the one of Wrath of God. So opponent with 5 mana, they'll need... I think they are only running 2 Emrakuls. Malevolent Rumble, they're going to reveal Grove, Might, Chrysalis, and Glaring. What are they going to take here? I think Chrysalis would probably be the pick here. Of course, they are. Well, no, I was going to say they have a mana with this Eldrazi. Okay, Chrysalis, that makes sense. They have to get rid of the spawn, then they make 2. Of course, keep in mind this is actually game 2, so I wonder if we end up winning this one. Let's see. White, white, red. This does not have trample, so we can block this, buy some time. Venge disassembled, kind of getting out of reach there. That's going to be a 4, what is it, 4/5, so no thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, and you mentioned, what is it? And reaching deep into the reads, the blue enchantment that when an opponent has a second land enter the battlefield, bounces a land back to their hand. Oh my god. I think I know which one you're talking about, but why blue though? Because we're not playing blue. That one, oh my god, I know which one you're talking about because I actually, and I remember buying a playset of that card for like Nadu. Oh, they're gonna equip it to their spawn. Interesting. I was gonna say we are effectively at 4 here. clock. See if our opponent actually tries to go for it here. No. Oh my god, even this is gonna be good by itself, and this gets out of range. Oh, this is gonna be kind of interesting. Okay, rob this guy is never mind. This has definitely been a game of Magic of all time. But with only 5 minutes left on the clock. Okay, Fresh Ranker. They don't do anything else. Still don't want to take any chances with that card because if they play a color source, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, we can definitely die to that. So I think that's gonna die on side. Field Ruin. Okay. Well, we'll start with an attack. See if our opponent wants to do anything about it. Darn, they fell for it. Hit this and then hit the other so then that way they can't play Chrysalis. I was going to say, we did choose both modes. Okay. Oh yeah, we're also out of lands too, based off of how this game's been playing out. Okay. Really interesting with how this game's kind of played out right now. Okay. I kind of had the feeling that our opponent was going to scoop up there because they only have less than 5 minutes left to win this. I don't think we make any changes, so we're just going to ship it back. We even won that game without Rest in Peace. Didn't even see a single one. Whenever an opponent has a second lander. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of that card. Actually, I have my binder on me right now. Let's see if I can find it. We'll find it out later. I actually want to see if I can try to play this match fairly quick. So keep this. We are about a minute 40 ahead of... Play Sunken Citadel. I guess we could name white. No, red, I think. Drew our second Rest in Peace. That's good for us. Still doesn't mean that we're going to win, but... Yeah, hit that now while we have the chance. Path this, so they can't ramp or anything. Well, at least use it on this turn. Okay, so we found out our opponent's playing 3 basic forests. Okay, now this... Okay, since now we drew a path, I think we go... Red... Oops. Be a smart Magic player here. Cleansing Wildfire. Probably want to hit the Grove. Oh, cool. Drew Avengers disassembled. Okay. So that should keep them off of their basic lands at this point. And this is off of colorless mana. Well, now they gain a colorless. Four cards, or are they get? Or are they getting off of those? I mean, I guess out of these four, I would think maybe getting Thought Nuts here. We do have an answer to that with the Path to Exile. Okay, they choose Thought Nuts here. Oh yeah, they also have the mana for it. They do have to sacrifice, I think, the Eldrazi token. Yeah. Yeah, Path is now. Of course, we draw Avengers disassembled. Kind of feel like they're probably going to hit this Cleansing Wildfire, is my guess. Or maybe Avengers disassembled. One of the two. The fact that we have double Rest in Peace here feels really good. They have less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Okay, so they did take out the Rest in Peace. Okay, we draw Wrath the Skies. How are we feeling about that? Start with a Cleansing Wildfire. We'll target the... Still hit the forest, I think. I think we're still going to play Rest in Peace here. Just mainly because if they try to combo off with their Brute Scale, that could just be the end of it. Two minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Well, Blade doesn't really do anything. Eldrazi, okay. They can't play K command. They could just be stuck with double K command. We draw the Sacred Foundry. Play the castle. We can go Avengers Disassembled. We have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I think we're just gonna make a token at the end step. Unless I'm missing something here. Oh. Fudge. Forgot about Beseju. Fudge. Actually, really forgot about that. Oh. Okay. Even though this is infinite... Okay. They just make a big Brute Scale. Oh wait, they have Vexing Bubble though, so they can draw a card. Maybe we should have wrapped us. Yeah, I guess we should have wrapped disguised. Forgot about Vexing Bubble in play too. So they're gonna make a lot of mana here. It's kind of funny because I have timed out a Brute Scale player doing this before. I guess maybe for the sake of time, they might just try to do this. So, I mean, it depends on what they draw with this Vexing Bubble, I guess. I don't know. Minute 20 left. They have to figure this out somehow. Luckily enough, this Brute Scale does not have haste. That's the word I was trying to get at. Okay, so they're gonna draw a card. Hopefully it's just a doozy there. Okay. Excel none. Okay, that doesn't affect the board. Okay, cool. So I feel like we dodged a bullet there, so I think we're favored to win this now. Or actually, you know what? I'm not going to even bother making a token. We got Wrath the Skies. We're even going to hold up a mana. As long as we don't misclick. Actually, it's 3. Okay. Okay, cool. We timed out another opponent. I think we were probably going to win that given with time, more extra time, but yeah, cool. We redeemed ourselves after starting off 0-2, and then we go 3-0 after that. Feels like it could have been a 4-1 because of that Domain Zoo player. That really irks me, but yeah, 3-2 this league. I think we'll probably stream tomorrow at some point. I just don't know exactly when, but kind of figure out what I'm doing exactly. Do have some chores I will have to take care of. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that one was kind of a nail biter there towards the very end with that Brute Skill, because with Vexian Bubble in play, I totally forgot about the Beseiju in play, or the Beseiju. That could have easily cost us, because what is it, K command? Yeah, they draw a K command there that, of course, they would have to use more time doing that, but yeah, they were gonna lose due to timing out. So we timed out 2 opponents, Brute Scale combo and Eldrazi, funny enough. But we'll go to the deck here. I guess because I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. So this is the current version of the deck. This is what we 3-2'd with. Probably should have been a 4-1. Oh, why is 1 High Noon right there? So yeah, we're playing 3 High Noons main. I didn't really feel like High Noon didn't come up in any of the matchups, like other than maybe Hollowed one. I still think it's still kind of important to play at Mainboard. These could be galvanic discharges if we decide that we don't want to be playing what is it? We want to be playing High Noon's main. So we could switch these out and put these as galvanic discharges. I think our Brute Scale matchup is overly favored. We are playing the Chandra Acolyted Flame, and I thought this card was still pretty good. We did do that in a league, or we did do that in that league against Eldrazi, where we got our our Ajani up to 7, and the next turn, we just ultimated with Ajani. That just felt great alone right there. So yeah, it works well with this Ajani and the other Chandra, but I do like being able to play the closest to Snapcaster I can get. The last version we were playing, we were doing like 4 like flashbacks. And then someone said like on YouTube that they're playing like a 2 of. I was starting off with 2, but it kind of brought it down to 1 because I think playing High Noon Mainboard is kind of important, especially if we play against the mirror match. The sideboard is kind of untouched here. Well, what is it? I'm sorry, some changes to it. We are playing another High Noon in the sideboard, which that could probably be taken out for something else. Who knows? Celestial Purge, which was kind of good in that Domain Zoo matchup, but sadly we lost that one. Really bummed about that. 2 Avengers disassembled because I kind of want to be able to beat Boros Energy as much as we can. So 2 and 2 split, 2 wear and tears. Yeah, and of course this Chandra, I still like this Chandra just for the control matchups, especially the mirror, because once you have that against the mirror, they can land destruction you to death, but you can just slowly kind of ping their life total away with just one of these emblems. But Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much about it tonight. But yeah, I'll try to stream sometime tomorrow. So just kind of you'll see probably a notification if you are subscribed for YouTube and Twitch here. But if you don't have me followed on Twitch, follow me there as well too. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this league. Yeah, I'm gonna keep jamming more Ponza and maybe try to jam some like non-pawns in the mix. I know someone in the chat was also talking about something about like Espercorio, which is another deck I am really fond of. Totally forgot this is still exposed. Yeah, I have a green screen right behind me. But all right, that's gonna be it. It is a little bit past midnight, so I'm gonna call it quits. Thanks for tuning in, and y'all have a good night. Probably see who's streaming here.